Hello again, Trooper here, also known as the original card game for the win. I'm back with another pack opening party. I'm here at the premiere moment for Edge of Eternities, so I do have a mixed number of golden packs right now because I've got 5 from my previous, which was Final Fantasy, and of course I have the Edge of Eternity ones waiting. But so, as usual, I'm trying to see what happens when you leave it to the end and see if you can get pretty close. So, because of that, I'm going to be opening a ton of Final Fantasy boosters and 5 golden packs. So I've done some stuff along the way, so let's see how this goes. And as I like to enjoy the big opening, of course I've got to hit this button. This really fucks me over, because this whole, sequence of, watch the back card slide. Okay, so let's see how many perks I get here. I've got quite a bit on set, so, not as many as I expected. Oh, lag. Please do not pop the game. Let me scroll. The thing is, the whole internet is having issues right about now. We're still having massive solar issues, and the heat humidity has been ridiculous for a while. So I don't think the system was designed for this. Oh. Hello, Quina. I actually had not seen you the whole time until just now. So, just frogging. But, you know, I'm wondering why she's not considered a citizen, or maybe they finally premiere Chef. I mean, there's so much food-related stuff. Why don't we have Chef as a creature sometime? Just thinking. I mean, she's a gourmand. Always has been. So, like, why do we not have Chef as a creature type? Of course, changeling means all types, past, present, and future, they are. So, in a sense, maybe I should just give her that amorphous X and declare, okay, you're Chef and everything else right now. that'd be a funny thing. The guy who's basically a bicolored version of Golos. Ish. Because you gotta admit that looking for land of any sort is great. And I'm wondering if I need to retool my gate deck. Because getting that awesome maze victory thing, I've done it once or twice already, but to get mazes in to really for that one, that'd be something. Why does it take me this long to get the ninja blades? Either way, I have this funny thing that I've been thinking about job select, and also some other cards that are like it have been in the past, where you can just equip something and it becomes a certain creature type. And one of these days, I've got to see just how many creature types can I add specifically, not changeling, but specifically just creature types that are specifically called out to one creature. Like, just how long of a type line can I give a creature that way? Because all these new job select cards, oh, they'd be hilarious. Hi, Fran and Sothera. I know it's a dead but whatever. Ah, the prison. Jador, nice to see you. Interesting note, adventure lands that are towns. Could you believe that there was actually some before this set, or at least one specifically? Check out Mystery Booster and Mystery Booster 2 to see what I mean. They actually prototyped that. Pure rare. I have 2 out of the crystals in this run. gotta admit, I don't mind Noctis being Kenrith. And in that pose, he totally works that way. 3 out of 5. Seriously? Midgar. Yeah, city that wind up getting somewhat blasted by the diamond weapon. Okay. That is quite a war cry you have, Genova. The alternate version of Gix. I gotta admit, that artwork is awesome. I think it's the Earth and the Darkness. We've gotten all 5 of them in this game. Okay, let's pop back and see what I'm also kind of wanting to see if I got all the partner ones after this, because that would be something. I'm surprised I didn't get Vector until now. Really? Vector was the town that was out until just that. Seriously? Okay. I thought I'd gotten all the towns already, but I guess not. Again, job select is going to be hilarious at some point. I know I've got to do that. It's something I've been pondering. Like, just how many creature types can I show one creature? Seriously. And speaking of which, here's more. Sage's Smallest. That one's pretty good, actually. Like, I've dealt with that one several rounds. Hey, Locke. Nice to see you here. Interesting to have got that select. Okay. Let's stay. That's more. Omega. Yeah. To be fair, between the two, I kind of prefer the diamond weapon. Just the fact. The fact that it would be funny if I'd ran past it. Captain Lannery Storm. In the version that is on. Who wants to be a sky pirate? I guess Captain Lannery Storm, if she got some wings on her ship, she'd be a sky pirate too. So I can see them mirroring each other. Okay. Nice to see some of those in there. X-Tough. Okay. This one was one that is very interesting because it's one of the few times that you get a non-legendary transitioning into a legendary. Hasn't happened very often, but for various reasons, it has. And here we have Blam, and it becoming a legendary vehicle. And it's not a bad one either. I mean, this is a good vehicle. And I do, in fact, already have this in one of my decks that I'd like to get back to at some point, actually. Because it would be nice to just, like, hey, Blam Garden's flying now. Just saying. They have such fanfare for citizens. Just saying. How did I not get Cecil until right now? Cecil? Cecil? Either way. Just wondering. But how did I not get him until right now? Xanarkand. Okay. Yes. Hi, Choco. Want to do the hot and cold hunt and peck game? Because that's how you do it the best. Why does he not? Trust me. Gilgamesh. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to retool some of my equipment decks and have Gilgamesh helping out because he... And then there's this guy. Yes, they have some literal god cards in Final Fantasy. First of that this way. Interesting. Miss Selch, I see you have arrived. A funny thing that I kind of dealt with Hades before that game because Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, if you didn't know, Hades is a secret boss slash synth blacksmith slash ultimate gamer with cards all at once in Final Fantasy IX. Like, seriously, if you've never fought Hades in Final Fantasy IX, it's totally a thing. I can certainly say in Final Fantasy IX, he is an encounter and a half. Oh, more than that. Like, he's just like seriously like awesome bossum. Okay, let's see here. Some of these representing bosses that I have no idea why they are not legendary. And the weird thing about this, you get several copies in one like big group, and they'll still all say first. Kind of weird that way. In fact, I got 4 copies of Shinra Reinforcements in one shot, and they all say first. So they need to reconsider how they do that code. Yeah, it was weird that it took me this long to get Vanille. But here she is, so there we go. So at some point, Ragnarok may occur. Weird that it took this long for us to get a 7th belt pair. Just saying. And that whole multi-source thing. How rude of Reno and Rude not to show up until now. Oh well. Late to the party, still there. Still at the party. Bizarrely enough, even though this art looks awesome, I just don't think it fits an alternate version of Light. I mean, why wasn't it at least a bolt spell of some sort? I mean, just show me a rendition of any version of Thundaga, and that would be it. Vehicular happenings may result. Okay. Okay. I see Brynhilder is showing up in Hey, Eris. Excalibur 2. You know, that quote really makes you think it literally came from Earth and landed in whatever Final Fantasy planet that was. That would be an interesting itch. Like, that's where Excalibur actually... Hey! It's a guy who's literally the man about towns. So, okay. Now, this is an Omnimental that is not like 5/5 rebuff. Just saying. Don't we have a fusion elemental that's just awesomely huge? But you get more of those, so also, just saying. Of course, all lands you control in are untapped, it's kind of awesome too, so. Yeah. Okay, so kind of doing things with that. Kuja. Okay. Straight up Mythic Rare. I will need those. saying that combined with damage prevention and or indestructible, this can literally mean that you're almost upkilled-ish. Barring it getting exiled, but you know what I mean. Okay. Sothera. Nice to see you. Also saying, from one blam to another thing from blam. Here we go. Okay. Gotta admit, very interesting how they chose to reprint that this way. And it happens to be first around there that way. Okay. The guy's just totally just shielding there and goes just like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here while I shield. Especially if that happens to be a reflection spell. Like, why did we not have more stuff with reflect in Final Fantasy as a card set? Like, seriously? And reflection stuff is all over Final Fantasy games, so why wasn't it here? I'm just saying, I'd like to have a reflect ring in Magic the Gathering. I know we got some similar stuff, but not as an artifact, not as an equipment. No, I wanted like a straight up reflect ring, and they never gave us that. It took me to get this particular Chocobo this way. Either way, bird is the word. And just saying that one is nastier than you may first think. Oh, bad summoner. Okay, took me a while to get you here. I could imagine some interesting scenarios to work out. Okay. We have Mana Conflux Light here. That's great because of the yeah, no, that's a bit of a side grade because you do get colors as well. Leviathan. Okay. Great. Okay. I finally got the extra Moogles. Okay, I think I've got every Moogle but these Moogles until just now. So, nice. I finally got the last Mooglage I needed. But then again, could one ever have enough Moogles? And it definitely has the quote from Locke on Final Fantasy VI, which is a great tribute to early on in the game. Tifa. I've actually beaten some Tifa decks already. It took me a while to get the Gingy Glove, though. I gotta admit, it took me a while to get the... Now I've got the Gingy Glove. I think for a couple rounds it was slightly bugged until they got it fixed. For a while it wasn't quite doing the whole... like, extra combat phase thing very well. Okay, another one of the adventure towns. Okay. A last of the okay, we are collecting up here. Okay. Vector was my last macro. And is it in a session that it keeps saying first? Because I literally had this card with the last round of openings. Seriously? They really did fix that. Funny story. I used to think, because of the old translation of Final Fantasy VI, that they were calling them the Gigan Toad. Now I know it's technically the Gigantoad. I think it's because of how they clipped the text weird in that translation of the game. So I'm just saying, but that was Final Fantasy VI, not Final Fantasy 15. So just saying. So I had a crazy mix up with Gigantoad being Gigantoad. So Gigantoad. Evil Reawakened. Like, yeah, let's just also add some extra counters when you pull it back to the battlefield. So, okay. Big Angry Dragon. Cards. Nice to see you here with your wordly companion. Because we know word is the word, especially in get Chocobo. Another alternate. Okay. Go back. I see you're collecting crystals. Emblem. I think I'm seeing all the adventure towns this round. I thought I had Stillskin before. Maybe I'm thinking just because I got the avatar. Maybe. So I guess Stillskin was my last Moogle I needed. Okay. But I could see him being used for such incredible shenanigans. Is it weird? That's not my first Dark Confidant from the set. Okay, now let's do some golden packs. Okay, big dinosaur. Again, because we have Sothera now. Edge of Eternities has got these popped up, so apparently I wound up with this one from there. Okay. At least in the first. I really much like that if it homes in on big turtle, big calamity beast turtle, Diadrain. Okay, another legendary artifact creature has found its way to me. This one just volunteered. That's fair. Yeah. Got like a pair of mythics specifically from Duskmorn for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I do like my phoenixes. Word is the word. I hadn't got this one from Tarkir yet. Okay. I guess I finally got this one from Tarkir. I've got a better idea than that one for some decks, just saying. Yanling? only they were planning enough ahead for spacecraft in a sense. Or spacecraft. You know, they could have hyped up Edge of Eternities so much just by teasing that and having things preemptively good for them. That would have been awesome. I'm just saying. If you think the Riddler is the villain of the week, no. This is crazier. It's the Quantum Riddler. I had to do it. I mean, come on. So close. Okay. Hi, Chameleon. That's nice, actually. If I were to guess what this logbook is referring to, I'd say it's probably one of those civilizations that were wiped out by the Eldrazi. Just being suspecting there, you know. Okay, got the charm. Sweet. Okay. Space Dragon. It is kind of crazy that that's not my first, but just saying. You really, really want some extra dragons, that'll totally help. Traveling to go. Nice. So again, bird is the word. Okay, a couple more of these. Esper Origins. Sweet. So, Sothera and Modwin. I mean, Modwin is Terra's dad, so you just saying. Edgar, one of these days, I will do a coin flip deck with you, and it will be hilarious. Moira, nice to see you, Moira. I don't know why your name sounds so Irish to me, but it does. The lab ship. Okay. Now you're pointing me in some interesting directions. Because I gotta admit, that first station level has some interesting possibilities. Because, yeah, just 2/2 flyers out of nowhere. And it says absolutely nothing about those artifacts having to not be tokens. So, one of the Gear Hulks. Okay. I gotta admit, that whole thing about them pondering the oil after Vibrox is interesting. They're going, yeah, it's sufficient. Sothera the Super Void. Okay, I got the headliner right there. I literally got the headliner for the set right there. That just happened. I gotta admit, doing these golden packs while I'm in the transition period is probably actually kind of an interesting idea. Speaking of golden packs, got one more? Okay, so Snake Ranger. I'm on the road. Just saying, just watching the road. Verge. How did I get 2 of these specifically in these golden packs? Just saying. Personally, I like to think the Wanderer is happier now that she's desparked. She no longer has to wander everywhere. She can actually stay where she likes. Hi, Sammy. I And that whole thing about affinity for artifacts, for spells that you cast, oh gosh. Like, how... just... that is going to be so incredibly fun in decks where I can use it. Just, oh, let's just play a bunch of artifacts and just make them ridiculously cheap. Okay, that was all of those packs that I had originally got for the Final Fantasy set. So, as is kind of part of my tradition here, to go over a few things here and there, and see a bit more of how close I got overall. Yeah. Okay, please make it. I know you can last just a little bit longer there. Connection, please. Please don't crash me, bro. Whew. That lingered for a while. Okay. Let's check out Fantasy. See how close we got. I'm trying to see if there's any holes in the collection initially. No, because of all the alternate arts, there will be a lot of these that will just keep saying new for a while. Well, at least that one might be accurate. I think I just got that one during that time. Really just perfectly finished off. There's no up. Whenever I found the board, I saw here. There's a Cloud and his Midgard reverse form. Heidelin, Mother Crystal. Rosa. That's kind of three. She's Arsenal, 4, Inla 5, Ultima 6, Beatrice 7, Astrologians Planets Sphere 8, Knights of Round 9, Jill 10. Card collection didn't get collected. That's ironic. I guess that's uncommon. I got some in Shiva. Got like about 12 there. Ish. Okay, 13. So about 14. Okay, 15. 17. 18. 19. Yeah, I think it may just be better to do it the other way. The way I usually do it. Let's pop it that way and see how many I got. 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 pages and and 3 remaining cards afterwards. Might be able to send that out immediately, actually, because of those uncommons I can do. Cycle, it also automatically recounts everything it's saying. Okay, so now make that 2 and 7. 2 pages and 7 cards. So, okay. Not my best run that way, but not my worst. And admittedly, it was an extra large set, so I can see that being a little hard to take down in one big shot. So there's that. I'm gonna have to consider a few things about where my rares and mythics are gonna go to collect more of it. But there's also another couple of sheets I need to. Oh wait, I didn't get this one. I missed that one. Okay. Okay, swiping through the uncommons. Make that 2 pages and 6 cards. So that makes it basically like 2.5 pages. So, okay, that's slightly better, but it's just saying that is quite a run, admittedly. If I want to take a little bit of shot like that, I'm going to go ahead and this guy I have plans for. Thought I'd end up randomly collecting him before that. That thing definitely pops up, so I'm definitely grabbing that. Nice job being a little, eclectic with my jobs. No. Okay, now are there any things that okay, yeah, this is not good. Knights of Round. Jill. Checked. Wooden. Joshua. Okay, I have some saga plans, so I did get some extra mystical. It's more than what I need for certain things with the Edge of Eternities set, so... Okay, so... I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna collect all of my... No click. There we go. Also Highland. Because God card. That second round Zen Tetsuken. That would be fun to try to use. Especially in combination. Oh gosh. Him and Jill together could be quite the threat. Or at least him and, well, Shiva in general. Okay, resequence. Oh, not even 2 pages now. Okay. I think that went pretty well to my collection. I am pleased. Okay. But now I don't really have that much left, per se. I mean, that's technically a pretty good chunk of rares and a mythic or two, but yeah. I'll get there. I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen as many people using ultimate weapon. I mean, that whole, I mean, you could so easily get that equipped onto things without having to worry about that 7 cost there. Like seriously, I have not seen why attack to destroy hasn't been a big strategy with that much. Okay, now let's see how much I got left. A good amount, but I'm not sure how well all these go with oh, it's actually just 1 page exactly. Okay. already seen someone do some interesting shenanigans with this one. We finally get cryptic command. Just saying. It's been kind of a long time coming. Okay, so that's actually... Okay, let me see. How many of these remaining have partner? Because I have actually seen that already work. I can actually spare a different take that. Okay. Now let me try it by using a keyword to see if I really got all the partner cards. That was a specific goal I had in mind as well. Because you can do so many things with that and can in fact have it work. I have got them all now. I got all the partner cards. So everything with partner on it, I have now. Oh, thank you. I've been waiting for that so much. I've been wanting to have all the partner cards. So now I can have every combination of 2 commanders, and I've been pondering going all out with that with a few ideas because it just is kind of a beautiful thing when you can get that to work, because I've seen somebody actually do that, so I kind of had it proven that it actually counted in Arena properly. So in Brawl, you can have 2 commanders now if they both have partner. That's a thing now on Arena. And theoretically, and this is something I'd like to see if it's even possible, I'd like to see if I can have 2 commanders and a companion all at once. Just the ultimate triple threat. Will I be able to pull it off? I don't know. Is it possible? Maybe. It would depend on some very key looking at the companion rules, because each one has their own conditions, and I'll have to see if any of them can technically work with a pair of partners, especially if I can get them to be complementary. Then that would be awesome. If I could have like just an all-out, oh, I have literally every kind of leader for this deck. That would be just incredible. I've got to try that at some point. Like, can I have 2 commanders and a companion all at once? I'm going to have to check that out over time. For now, however, this art is a great thing to go off on, because a lot of the art for Edge of Eternities is just gorgeous. So, yeah, I'm thinking this would be a good time to call it out. So, this has been Glue Trooper, also known as the original card game for the win. I'll be logging off for now. To hear from you all later. Bye for now, everybody, and remember, MTG forever.